Good Sunday morning to everyone. It's been a couple weeks since we made a video, so thought we'd just get a couple quick updates. Banana's doing good as always, got some new leaves coming out. We're Bella sitting again. We got new baby coming up here. There's Bella dog. Where we had another one up here the other day, we noticed. Yeah, it's a new one coming up, pup coming up right back there. But the big news is the bananas. I guess that's the real update. As you can see, we got quite a few bananas coming out. Still lots of flowers and bees. The bees seem to really like these flowers, as you can see. Get away from me. Okay. But we got quite a few bananas. These new flowers seem to be budding and just falling off though. Sompit thinks that's normal. And she has a lot more exposure to bananas than I do, so she thinks that this is all the bananas it will get. Are these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 clusters that are up here. She thinks the rest of these are just gonna fall off as this banana heart, as they call this thing, just drops down. But I'm gonna let it grow till these bananas get mature, and then we'll cut this heart off, and then she'll make a soup out of it. And hopefully we'll eat some fresh bananas. But anyhow, yes, bananas are looking good. Updates on Thailand. Sompit's uncle lives very near the property we bought. His property is the only house or residential place between us and the village. He's about a half kilometer from our house. But he went over to the property and he planted some, I think it's cassava or something. I don't know. He planted some plants there, which is fine with us. They're a seasonal crop, so it's not like they're permanent. He also put in some banana plants, which is good because those things can start growing and multiplying. Because we were going to put some in anyhow when we get over there this fall. But in addition to him doing a little bit of planting over there, he said that in the rainy season, the river, which is about a half a kilometer from our property and his property, comes up and gets pretty close to the road or on top of the road once in a while. Excuse me. Which raises some concerns, obviously. We did fill that property. The fill dirt was above road level, but they're telling us it is now settled down to about the same height as the road. So we've decided that what we're going to do, Bella's running around here, it's all wet and dirty now. But we've decided what we're going to do when we go back over in December and dig the fish pond. We're going to take all the dirt from the fish pond and put it on top of the fill dirt that we put in earlier this year. And if we need to get more, we'll get more, but we're going to raise it another meter. Try to stay a meter above the road. And then with that and the stem walls or the foundation, whatever you want to call it, those two things combined should put us about 5 foot above road levels, or we shouldn't have any issues or concerns about the water level when it does rise. But the other thing we're going to do in the meantime is she's got her niece going to go out there and put a basically a water gauge, a depth gauge in the center of the property. And during the rainy season this year, we'll see how high the water gets, and then we'll use her uncle's opinion of whether that was high water or normal water or where it was at, and we'll just make sure that we're high enough that we don't have to worry about flooding. But those are good things to know before we do the project, because it's easy to fix now, impossible to fix later. And then one other thing on Thailand build, somebody asked about the stone wash, what I meant by that. I know that's what you used to do to blue jeans back in the 80s, is stone wash them, but maybe that's not what the procedure's called. That's just what I called it. It's actually a brushing, I guess. They knock it off with a brush, but his YouTube channel is called American in Thailand. I'll put a link to that down in the description below if you want to take a look at his channel. His videos aren't long and boring like mine. He snaps through the build process pretty quickly. But he was kind enough to allow me to use a piece of video that he had put out on his house build as an example of what I was referring to a while back when I made the reference to stonewashed around the lower part of the house. So thanks to the American in Thailand. As I said, check out his videos down below. That's what we got for updates today. Appreciate your watching our videos, and we'll get back to you if we have any more updates. Yeah, you goofy little dog. Ooh. This morning I